Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming today. I have spent 4 months a year since I graduated from high school traveling around Europe. And at first I just did it for, because I was a piano teacher and it was really clear to me kids will not practice in the summer. So I just said, I'll see you in September, I'm going to Europe. I never wanted to go to Europe. My parents dragged me to Europe to visit the piano factories. My dad imported pianos, so I went over there and we visited relatives up in Norway. And I remember after, well, first of all, I remember being a 14-year-old with a bad attitude over there. I didn't want to go. And then on about day 3, it occurred to me, this is really not all that bad. You know, there was different pop, different candy, one-armed bandits in hotel lobbies I could gamble. I distinctly remember statuesque women with hairy armpits. And I did a couple trips with my parents. Then once I was in the Copenhagen train station, and I saw these other kids just a couple years older than me with their rucksacks and with their rail passes, exciting destinations clicking up on the reader board. And I looked at those kids, and Europe was their playground. And then I looked at my parents, and I thought, I don't need you for this. I can go over there and just have fun. So that's what I did, just for kicks in the summer. And then every year I was learning from my mistakes. I was a stupid traveler. I was making all sorts of mistakes. But like anybody who's half awake, you learn from your mistakes. And I was getting to be really good. And it occurred to me Europe is a very cool place to travel. It's just designed for fun travel. It's diverse, it's well organized. You know, and there are serious pitfalls. So I thought, boy, if I could just package the lessons I've learned from my mistakes into a class or whatever, I could, other people could learn from my mistakes rather than their own, and I would have a good excuse to go back to Europe every year and update my material. See, so that's what I do now. I go over there and make all sorts of mistakes. Work up a big thirst after a long day of sightseeing in Naples, come back to the hotel, or a margarita and get a pizza. Oh, a margarita is a pizza, it's not a drink, okay. When I get ripped off, I celebrate because they don't know who they just ripped off. I'm going to take notes, come home, and teach people that pitfall, that scam, you see? So that's really what I do. And I do that with performance out of every year. I spend April and May in the Mediterranean area. I go home for June, and then I spend July and August north of the Alps. And I used it for 25 years. I led tours around. I don't do that anymore. We have about 50 great guides that do our tour guiding for us. They're specialists. I'm the generalist. I would honestly rather have them do the tour than me, because they really know each region expertly. But what I do is I spend 2/3 of my time updating guidebooks. I'll be flying to Spain at the beginning of April. I'm spending 2 weeks there and then a month in Italy, updating those books. And then I'll fly over to Croatia and meet my film crew. I spend 1/3 of my time producing the TV shows. It takes 6 days to produce one of those half-hour shows you see on KQED or your station here. So every 2 years we produce 13 new shows. So that's kind of my routine now. And I'm doing the same thing I did as a college kid when I was teaching kids in the dorm how to travel. When I was Europe through the gutter, now we're going through the back door. But what I've got now is all sorts of wonderful technology to help redesign and amplify and get this information into people's brains and rucksacks and so on before their trip. And I've got 70 people that work with me here through the back door, and we're just having a lot of fun with this. So thanks for coming today. I just want to now go through just the very fundamentals of how do you travel this way, how do you enjoy maximum travel thrills for every mile, minute, and dollar. And